I don't have any space here. Can I stack it this high? Guess so. Okay. So I do want to give this a better view. So I guess this would be the top view of this, but basically it is a frame that could be turned sideways if needed. So in this position, I can just assemble it at home, everything together, and then once I finish it, I could just stand it up straight up. So this motherboard is a T37, and it has a SSD on it. The power supply is already hooked up to it. It just gets the power supply to the motherboard, but doesn't have a dedicated power supply connection to the CPU. Thanks. Yeah, so this is 3D printed. Uh, I printed two different sides. They're asymmetrical. This side actually has a little feature to it. Let me just set this up. So this thing has a little lip to it and two holes on either side here and here to connect the power supply to it. And then there's another lip underneath it. And then I just put a zip tie on it just so it's secured on there. So that way it doesn't fall out. So this VGA or EVGA power supply is a 850 watt, and what I'm gonna be building is basically all those cards up there, which are unpacked already here, and they're all 6600 XTs. Power color, Gigabyte, um, XFX, and actually these three are XFF. And yeah, I'm gonna set up on this motherboard here. So let me switch it back. So I guess I can just get started in putting in the cards. So I did try this out a few times, but I'm gonna change it up a little bit. So this one is gonna go in this slot here. The reason I put this one here is because I know this card is thinner. So this I measured this. This was 37 millimeters in thickness, while the other cards here are all like 50, and the spacing of this is about 50. So if I have any one of these together, then it doesn't work. But if I have one of these and a thinner GPU, then it works. Oh, it's double? Oh, crap. Let me see if I can fix that. Thanks, Jump Change. I am new to OSB, so I'm trying to figure out what I need to change in this. So let me see what I can do. So I think in OSB I can remove the capture from the video. Oh, is that X by worse? X by worse. Okay, I could I could do that. Yeah, it I heard it was pretty bad. Okay, so is this better? The sound? How about now? Is this better? Or is it too low now? I know there's quite a bit of delay on this, but okay, cool. So, Jump Chains, since you just joined, I wanted to show you the 3D build on this. So let me switch that over. So what I did was I 3D printed two stand legs, and one is thinner, the other one's thicker here on this side. But what I did here was I actually put in a little lip to it and two screw holes so I can mount the power supply to it. And then underneath, just to give it more support when it's laying down, I put a lip back there too. And this is so janky, but I use trim from a doorway as the beam that goes across and connects the two, and they basically just they're press fitted through uh, to actually the same profile as the molding, and it just I saw Red Fox's video about how to um, he was thinking about ways to use a riserless motherboard in a way where he can use it in the grow tent. And I was just thinking outside the box of maybe just put the motherboard vertical. But you also had a better idea, I think, just using your um your brackets that you have and just hang it from the hangers there with the motherboard in place, which is probably a lot easier. But I probably over engineered this. But oh well. And the idea would be that you could just, oh man, you know what? I forgot to switch the camera. So the idea would be that you could stand this up when you're finished, or if you're still working on it, you could lay it down, put all the cards on, secure them all, and then put it up. But I should have actually put in the screws before I did that. Good thing the cards didn't fall out when I did that. And I think this is just like a prototype. I'd rather use wood instead of wherever this composite plastic wrap is. Um, I think wood would be more sturdier and easier to work with than this stuff because it was really a pain to get any screw in here for the motherboard, the standoffs. If I over torqued it, then it starts stripping it. So yeah, I'd rather use wood on this next time. I did on the brackets up here, but thanks guys. Yeah, it was I just figured just give it a try and see what happens. Um, and I was thinking about spacing too on this thing because I was really worried about just like the overall spacing on these things because the spacing on this Power Color 6600 is um, well the width of it is 47 millimeters, and then the rest of these cards, the Gigabyte XFX Radons are all 50, but the spacing is also just 50 millimeters apart. And if I have two of these together, then it's kind of pushing apart. So I can only put these two cards together because of the thickness of them. And this one has to be on the outside, and this one has to be on the inside. And I tried this a few times already. This is like probably my second time rebuilding this today. So let me show this a little bit better up top. So there it is, all the cards on top, and you can see these are already like really, really close. And if I put this one and this one together, or any of these together, it's like there's barely any space for any of them. So now I'm gonna just put in all the screws to hold them in place. Yeah, it's probably gonna get pretty hot in there between those two cards. So I didn't have the right size drill tap for this. So I undersized it and then just drove these screws in before. So they're not easy to go through or easy to tighten. So I am going to use a screwdriver just to really hold onto the card. That one's good. That one's good. And this one's stripped, I think, already. Nope. And that's in. So this is what it looks like when it's assembled. Oh, some kids' toys over there. Usually the kids' toys that are hard to clean up go in that corner because it's harder for my son to grab them. So, but yeah, here this is what it looks like standing up. And my thought later on is to add fans. Let me just grab them all. To add fans in over here, just so that the air can flow up and out. And then also with these cards, all the way downs, um, everything except for the power color, all the airflow comes out of the card, but the power color, the airflow is going through like downwards and upwards on this, and that's because of the way that the heatsink is. So it'd be pretty cool, I guess, in a grow tent if you threw in like other cards that have the same heat sinks setup, where like this Ti here, the 1660 Ti, you could see the grids are going through the card this way. So I think it would work better for those cards to be all set up on this type of rig. This way, like all the airflow can go through it. So I'm not gonna put the fans in because I didn't put in any pile holes into that yet. I probably will later. But let's put this back down. Oh, so another thing too is that this is only like 1 inch thick. This one is 5/8 thick, and they're both 40% infill. And I wasn't sure if that was going to be rigid enough for this, but it actually turned out pretty well. I thought I had to reprint it later on with a more infill, but it actually is pretty sturdy. Now I did this on the Ender 5 Plus, so the total length of this is actually 350 millimeters, or actually a little bit smaller, just so I can get it on the Ender 5 Plus. All right, so let's do the cables. So I guess the first one we could do is, so this is a daisy chain, and on either end of these has a splitter to it. So what I'm going to do is connect this to the power supply. Oh. and then connect these two to the GPU, the Gigabyte first. This one to, which one is this? This is the quick. And then connect this to the board. Yeah, they're usually never this long, I think. But for some reason, the EVGA power supply I got from Ant, it, it's a lot longer than usual. But oh, R1 Greg, just get out of here. I'm just kidding. All right, and then again, same thing. This is another um, daisy chain cable with the splitter and another splitter at the other end. But um, I ran out of splitters, and one of the splitters is a 6-pin splitter, and this one is just a regular 8-pin. So the 6-pin splitter is going to go to the risers only, and then this is going to go to um, the GPUs. And you know what? I am curious to see what the voltage is at the riser, so I'm going to put in uh, this meter I had created to see what that voltage is. So let me do it for, I'm going to do it for the power color. So I'm going to put in this guy here. This is going to be this is going to be 8-pin. It's this way. Oh, it's on the other side. Oh. I probably should connected this to the power supply first before I did this, but oh well. Okay, this one says it's 4 to 5. Okay, that's the right one. Earlier today, I did it on the wrong one, and I was like, "Wait, what's going on with this card? Is it because I was like on the carpet and got shorted out?" There we go, and oh crap. I ran into this before where this last GPU is like the furthest away from the power supply. So it's, I don't know. Let's see. It worked last time, so hopefully it works this time. So this is a single cable, 6-pin, and let's do the reach around. And it reaches. Damn it, I can't get those two pins to line up perfectly. Okay, there we go. I don't want to see any smoke. Hopefully. Hopefully not. And then this goes underneath all these guys and gets into the last guy here. And then Chump Change, thanks again for helping me out with this SSD that has Hive OS on it. I had no idea that the kernel would screw up quite a bit. So let's connect this up. So I definitely want to design something, maybe even just like holes that go through here so I can put in the SSD mounted over here. Some holes and counter boards. But that's gonna be a pain to feed a screw through there. So I have to think of a different way. Maybe I might just do like another lip here, just so you can screw in these two screws to hold on to the SSD to this. And there we go. So just to go through the cables. So there is 4 cables connected to the EVGA power supply. 2 of them have a daisy chains on them with 2 splitters on it. So there's basically these 4 cards are being powered by just those 2 cables, and then this card is being powered by 2 connections to the power supply. And then this guy here is going to let us know what the voltage is at the motherboard for this specific card. So I guess let's turn it on. Yeah, I need to get zip ties. I I do have a few. You know what? My son was here earlier and he threw everything around. Oh wait, here. It's on the floor. Yeah, I got a few, but I really want to just turn this on. I mean, I'll do the cable management later. I just want to see this thing going. So let's connect the power. And let's connect the internet. And should I stand it up? What do you guys think? Should I stand it now or should I just run it like this? Okay. Let's see. All right, so it is turning on now. And let me add another scene here so I can show something else. Hey, sorry about that. I'm going to add another scene so you guys can see Hive OS on this. So just give me 1 second. Okay, so can you guys hear me? Oh, Trump chains. By the way, like you and Ronnie, like really helped me out. I did not. I really didn't set up my overclocks that well, and like I just went with this dumb popular presets back then, and yeah, you guys taught me a lesson. So thank you again. Um, so I am not seeing the chat, so let me put this here. Okay. BDG crypto. Hey, yeah, it was the hump day was really good. Basically, they went through all the different rigs, and then they also offered to help out people who wanted to set up their overclocks, and yeah, it was really good. I would definitely go back and check it out. So let's jump to the other rig. Okay, so it is running, but two cards are kind of just sitting there. And as you guys could see, I've been having some trouble with this rig. It's been all over the place. Basically, a card would be working and it'll shut down, and then after like an hour, then the whole rig starts doing this and just it just craps out on me, and then I have to restart it. It's Can you guys hear me? All right. Oh, audio's good. Okay, good. So it is running. The power color is hashing. Um, so let's jump back to this. So it says the motherboard at that riser for the power color is getting 5.7 watts. I don't know if that's right. I don't think that's right. My son dropped this earlier today. Um, so it could be wrong. Oh crap! I'm not even holding this right. There we go. So yeah, two cards are not really hashing. And as you guys can see, it's been all over the place all day today. Like I've been trying different things, and just it's not working out for me. But yeah, let's go back to the main. But yeah, that's the build. I really need to get those other two cards working. It is it's these two. It's the quick FFX, both of them, this one and this one. So one of them will not start ever. The other one would just start for a little bit. It would work for maybe an hour and then crap out, and then these two cards would just drop. But then if I put this card onto a PC, um, this PC here, so if I put it onto this PC here on the lower slot there, it hashes fine. There's no issues. Both of those cards. And actually, the first time I put it in there, it basically did not recognize it, so I had to update the drivers, and then it saw it, and then it worked fine. But then when I put it onto this rig, yeah, it just one doesn't work, and the other one works for a little bit, and then crashes on me. So I don't know what to do. All right, so let me shut this down. All right, so I just shut down. Well, I sent out the command to shut down the rig. Yeah, okay, I could try different overclocks for it and see if it starts working. But the thing is, I don't know AMD. Well, I don't even know NVIDIA cards. I'm not really that great at setting up overclocks. So if anyone has some basic overclocks that could just get a hashing, then let me know. But yeah, there it is. Let me push this back so you can see the whole thing. And let's turn this back on. So that's what it looks like when it's standing. So it's going to be a good 2-3 minutes until it starts back up. All right. So just waiting for it to load. And I guess in the meantime, I could show how I did this design. All right, I'm just waiting for it to start up. Sorry, I had to get onto a VPN to access a certain software just now, and I'm still waiting for Hive OS to update or up to load up and start mining. So just give it another minute. It takes a while sometimes. But for those who are just joining, this has been. I set this up. Um, Two cards are not hashing. Well, one of them, I believe it's this one, it hashes for the first hour and then it craps out. This one, I believe, is the one that just never hashes. But if I take this card and put it on a different computer, it hashes fine. And then another thing, too, is for those who like this type of thing, this is what the design looked like when I designed it in SolidWorks. So you can see that there's two tabs on either side here, just to hold the power supply in here. You can see that here. It's being held by zip ties. And then I did change the design a little bit because originally I wanted this 2 inches thick, but it just was not needed. And I'm not sure what's going on because usually this thing starts blowing a lot of air. It hasn't done that yet. I'm not sure what's going on. Okay, nothing's happening. So it is the radon. It's this card right here, I believe, that's crashing on me. It's both of the quick ones. They're just not cooperating. The quick Merc is the one that has been perfectly fine. Hasn't crashed on me at all. All right, I'll reboot now. So these cards are the XFX cards. So here. So this is the card that has been crapping out on me. And I have 2 of these on this rig here. Oh, the gigabyte is fine. The gigabyte is this one right here, and this one has been perfectly fine with everything. I even tried moving around in different slots. These these 2 cards that are crapping out on me. I tried different slots, switching them out, different cables, and I also put it on a different computer altogether. They work fine on the other computer, but when it's on this motherboard, I don't know what's going on. It's a clocks. That's here like what let's see when it starts going. Usually it's on by now. Alright, let me try another thing here. So it's not shutting down. And I just want to double check the connections, just push them all in. That sounded like it clicked in. I really have to clean up the cables here. Right, it's the FXX ones that are really messing up. Oh, unplug it? Okay. Right now? Hey, can you guys still see me? Yeah. Something happened. I unplugged it and something. Yeah, Kay did tell me that. Hey, can you guys still hear me? Okay. Cool. Thanks. Yeah, it started. It beeped when I started it up, but I haven't seen anything else from it. Okay, cool. I see the overclocks are changed. All right, so let's, I'm gonna just power it down. It's okay to power it down. Yeah, I can get a display connected to it. Just trying to think which one. Okay. Yeah, so I can get another display connected to it right now. Just have to get the HDMI cable. This place is a mess. I uh, I need to get some other cards on rigs here that are just on standby, just stacking up on other boxes. Oh my! This doesn't even have HDMI. Oh. Let's see if VGA would work. Yeah, the internet is it was blinking before and it's got a green light on it right now. Let me check the cable too here on the other end. All right, let's see if there's anything. Let me power it down before I start moving it around. Okay. I don't have a keyboard to hit enter. Oh, you know what? There's another SSD on this. I have, but I forgot about it because I was trying other things on it before. So there's this SSD, and then there's the SATA drive on here that I forgot to remove. I was testing it out with this drive here. Alright, so now it's moving. It takes 5 GPUs on it. Oh, let me get this in view. I'm not too sure about that. It's going. So let's see the summary. Okay, 2 cards are up. Let's look at Hive OS. Let me switch it over to Hive OS now. And that's the wrong screen. Is this one? No, that's not that one either. What did I do? Yeah, there we go. Nice. So it's definitely picking up another card on here. Yeah, I think so. Okay, you're right, and I should have listened. Yeah, one of them is a huge pain. That's, yeah, number 2. That one, I took it onto a different computer, and that one works on a different computer. But for some reason, on here, even if I put it on different slots, it just doesn't work for some reason. Yeah, we'll get it. All right. I think I better head out in a few minutes. The baby is starting to move a little bit, and I'm pretty sure she's gonna be up in a bit for a feeding. But yes, it's yeah, it's gotta be the overclocks. I don't. Yeah, it's gotta be the overclocks because when I put it on the other computer, I didn't put any overclocks to it. I just ran it at default, and it was hashing. It was hashing like at like 28. Yeah, kids are asleep. That's when I start tinkering around in the basement with other things. Um, all right, I'll restart now. Amazing. Okay, you did it. Okay, I was just about to. I'm like, wait, maybe you did it before. Thanks. Okay, so it's still looking like card number two is the one that's a little weird. I think we should. I definitely want to give that a try. LOL minor and see if it helps out. But I think I'm running out of time. I think the baby is gonna be up any minute now, and but yeah, it's just that one card. Yeah, if you want to take a stab at it, jump change, that's completely fine. I owe you big time. All right, all right, guys. I'm uh I'm gonna head out. I think it's time to close this. But yeah, I definitely appreciate everyone that's on here. Uh, Reaper Water, B Digi, Crypto, K, Trump Change, and even R1 Greg. Thanks guys for stopping by, checking out this build. Uh, I definitely want to make improvements on this. This is just an initial prototype, so I definitely want to make it out of wood and not use trim from doors. So thanks, guys. Thanks for watching. Okay, I'll hard restart it right now. Red Panda won't be happy that I did it like that. But all right, so let's see what happens with this thing. But thanks everyone for watching. Appreciate it. I'm gonna stop the stream now. Thanks, guys. Take care.